All right, so I have recently created a video on the topic of semen retention, and from that video, I got certain request to make video on celibacy, on the topic of celibacy related to women. Now, see, I will share my 2 cents, all right? I don't know how far I will be correct, how far I will be right, but whatever is my understanding about this subject of celibacy, I will throw my, thoughts in this particular video, all right? And so let's understand what is celibacy. If in case any of you who is watching this video, you do not know what celibacy is a state where you are completely abstaining from sex, from the act of sex. Even celibacy, besides the act of sex, celibacy also include abstaining yourself from any sort of intimacy, any sort of romance, any sort of relationships, all right, where the physical indulges, all right, the physical desires are included. So all of these, abstaining yourself from all of these things is called celibacy. Now, whenever we use the term celibacy, it basically implies for an entire life, all right, means you are abstaining yourself from sexual desires, from the act of sex itself, from any sort of act where you release yourself, or you give yourself some sort of sexual pleasures, all right? So this is celibacy, and it is for a lifetime. Typically it implies that, but celibacy can also mean that a particular person is abstaining from all of these points, all of these things for a particular period of time. Might be 5 years, might be 10 years, right? So also for a period of time, people will say that they are having a approach towards celibacy, or they are experiencing celibacy. Alright, so this is what celibacy is, what it actually means, and I'm giving you my understanding of it. If you Google search it, you might get some more knowledge and facts about this. But typically, what my understanding is, I'm again sharing the same with you. All right, and why celibacy is basically experienced. Typically, all right, I'm using the word typically celibacy is experienced, or a person, they undertake a journey of celibacy for some spiritual enlightenment, for some religious purposes. So celibacy is basically undertaken, or a person decides to, I don't know, celibate is a word or not. If a person decides to celibate himself or herself, right? So it means basically the person is having certain religious, spiritual pursuits which he or she wants to undertake. That might be for his or her entire lifetime, or for a specific time period. So now again, I answered one more question of yours. All right, what is the reason for celibacy? It is basically done for spiritual reasons, for religious reasons. All right, I'm not going too much in depth. I'm just brushing the top surface, all right, so that you understand it in a simple way. This, in spite of going too much into technicality about what kind of spiritual reasons are there, like what are the technicalities of it, you don't need to understand that. Whoever is watching this video, and whoever is having an urge to understand about this very fascinating topic of celibacy. Also, there are certain misunderstanding with the knowledge of celibacy, with the act of celibacy, or with the decision of celibacy. All right. What the misunderstanding is, many people who actually they face some sort of relationship trauma, or they face some sort of trauma that basically involves a part of their sexual life, then in order to they come to a decision, such people, that now from now onwards they do not want to indulge in this sexual matters with anyone in the world, because they have experienced very, very bad situations. So because of these, some people they think that celibacy is the path. So then you can always undertake the celibacy as your path, but this is not the correct reason for it. If you want to be, again I'm repeating it so that you understand what celibacy is. If you want to be in the path of celibacy, the reason needs to be spiritual, it needs to be religious, overall spiritual in nature, and very heightened spirituality, not spirituality which we all do like each and every day. Such people, they are extremely spiritual, who are actually, we say brahmacharis. I think brahmacharis are also falling in that category. I might be wrong, I might be right. I'm not absolutely correctly aware of it, but I am just guessing that brahmacharis might fall. Just Google search it, because this is something I am not completely aware of. I'm just sharing you my 2 cents. So extremely spiritual, they want to attain spiritual enlightenment, and I don't think everywhere you will find people who are having that real objective mission and vision to attain spiritual enlightenment, all right, to do certain spiritual practices, all right, basically for enlightening himself or herself. Again, it all of these falls in the path of self-actualization, all right. So I hope you understand that if you want to undertake the path of celibacy, this should not be the reason that you completely want to abstain yourself from any sort of bad relationships. You want to prevent getting yourself into bad relationships in the future. So you're completely abstaining yourself from a human need. All right. So then it will not be the correct reason, and you might even feel more irritated. All right. So physically, mentally, emotionally. It falls under the humanistic school of psychological thought. If a person's innate needs are not fulfilled, he or she might experience certain sort of emotional mental distress. And if you understand the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you will understand the physiological needs, that where again physical urges, sex, the act of physical satisfaction, the experiences of physical satisfaction, all of these falls in that category of physiological needs. So it's a natural thing, but obviously when you are, again I'm just so that you understand whatever I'm trying to say. So some of my sentences might be repetitive in nature in this particular video. So if you are in that path of spiritual enlightenment, so you actually, all of these physiological needs, they do not affect you mentally, physically. For you, those things are no longer a need. All right. So to reach that stage, it takes time. Very few people are there where normally such things happen to them. All right. They are absolutely spiritually enlightened in some way or the other, might be from a very early childhood, from a very early age. But again, it might happen in your middle age, it might happen in your later age, but it happens to some people. It doesn't happen to all of the people. To most of the people, it might not happen, right? So I hope I'm making myself very clear about this reason of celibacy. So now, understanding the myth, clearing out, busting the myth. If you are an individual whose reason to be actually following the path of celibacy is to prevent yourself from getting into any sort of emotional, physical drama of a relationship, then it's always better that you should actually be aware of what actually you want in life. You should try to make your efforts, use your wise mind, use your rational mind, and also listen to your heart in order to be in a healthy relationship with a person who will add meaning to your life. All right. And at that point of time, at that moment of time, you will feel that you no longer want to be in the path of celibacy, right? So when you are feeling that, all of a sudden, once you are into a healthy relationship, then for you to think about that particular desire to be in the path of celibacy was actually wrong in the first place. People who wants to be in the path of celibacy for a might be for a good period of time, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or might be for their entire lifetime, they are absolutely over and away from these needs, innate needs, that is to be in a relationship, might be marriage, might be any kind of relationships that might not be leading to marriage, but kind of a healthy sexual relationship, intimate relationship. All right. So I hope you now understand. I hope if any one of you is having certain doubts about celibacy, I hope it is getting cleared. All right. So let me think. Let me just, because whatever I am saying right now, like what I usually do, I do not have any script in front of me. I have not practiced before what I am about to say, or what I have been saying in this video. All of these are impromptu. I'm just trying to organize my thoughts and trying to make words out of it. Meaningful words, so that you understand. If any of you is having certain doubt, misconception about celibacy, if any of you wants to understand what celibacy is, I hope I am doing certain justice using my thought process or using my understanding, whatever I have understood so far. All right. And that's it. I think I do not have to add more points. Whatever in a very preliminary way I wanted to clear and I wanted to convey in this particular video, I hope I have done it. If you have any certain specific questions in your mind about this topic of celibacy, subject of celibacy, please share it in this particular video in the comment section. All right. And I will just relate it to relationship, because if any of you now might be you want to talk about celibacy, but actually what you want actually is clarifications about relationships. All right, what you actually need to hear. I have made a video that I think quite before, it is there in my longer videos, is why meaningful sex is always better than masturbation. All right, I have given you and I have laid down certain of my thought processes where I have said why meaningful sex is better than masturbation and why masturbation is better than casual sex. So that particular video might be 9, 10 or 11 minutes. I do not remember the length of that video. I will share that video's link in the comment section of this video. Just give that particular video also a look if you have certain doubt about that topic. And I will share one particular link of my article where I have also talked about what is the very good way to be into a healthy relationship, how you need to start off your relationship. Very proven psychological methods, psychological facts are there in that particular video. All right, it actually talks about a step-by-step process by the help of which you need to form a healthy relationship, intimate relationship. All right, and what you must not do if you ever want to be into a healthy relationship. So it has talked about very, I have written that particular article, and I will share that article's link also in the comment section of this particular video. So I usually like to talk a lot whenever I make long videos, and I find it very hard to trim my videos, trim my thought processes to to 5 or 6 minutes. Despite I have heard and I have got a lot of feedback that Aniket, whenever you are making long videos, try to make it only 5 or 6 minutes. I say, how will I be able to? If I pick a particular topic which I need to talk about, which I need to say, which I need to discuss with all of you, it's very hard to do it in only 5 or 6 minutes. So now look at this video. I'm looking at the time. It's already 15 minutes and 20 seconds. All right. So I know my videos, long videos, might be a bit lengthy. So I keep on making shorts videos. So I develop a habit of giving crisp information, crisp knowledge in just 1 minute. So I will also request you all, please watch all of my shorts. Highly knowledgeable, highly valuable, full of information, full of excellent facts. All right. And I talk on various topics: spirituality, Vedic astrology, your physical health, your mental health, your well-being, your career. I talk about many things, and I will keep on making the shorts videos which will be uploaded quite on a daily basis in this particular YouTube channel. So I wanted to make a long video today about this topic, fascinating topic of celibacy. And I hope none of you is having any misconception about celibacy. If any one of you really want to follow celibacy, which is not easy, but you need to have that spiritual bent of mind, you need to have an objective, you need to be in that spiritual path to follow or to be a celibate or to be a person who is known for his or her celibacy. All right. Oh, that's it. That's what I wanted to say. And okay, one more particular thing. No, I think I have covered all the topics. All right. I do not want to further elongate and extend this particular video. All right. So thank you. Thank you so much. And please like, comment, and share my videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will feel so good. It is just a motivation sometimes I need, so that I will keep on delivering my best, that is through my words, that is using my thought processes to you all, so that you all will stay positive, you all will stay optimistic, you all will stay absolutely fantastic. Thank you.